Hi viewers, welcome to JSM. In this video, I am going to explain. So what are the factors which affecting on ionization enthalpy? Okay, here some factors are there which affect the ionization enthalpy. So let us see what are the factors. Say that first one is atomic size. So let us see first factor, atomic size. Atomic size. What will happen when atomic size changes? Okay, when atomic size increases or size decreases, what will happen in the ionization enthalpy? Let us see. So for example, I am taking lithium sodium. So lithium sodium atoms I am taking here. So lithium electronic configuration 1s2 2s1 sodium 1s2 2s2 2p6 and 3s1. So from lithium to sodium, size what happens? Increases because more number of shells present in the sodium compared to the lithium. Here only 2 shells are present. But when come to here, sodium, it contain 3 shells. 3 shells in outermost shell 3s1, here in outermost shell 2s1. Okay, 1 electron in the outermost shell. So this is very less in size compared to sodium. That's why nuclear charge more on this electron. When the nuclear charge more on this electron, this nucleus attract these electrons towards the nucleus very strongly. That's why to remove this electron, more energy required. More energy required. But when come to here, electron is present in the outermost shell. Size is more. When the size is more, nuclear attraction is less compared to the lithium. Here nuclear attractions less. When the nuclear charge is less amount of energy required to remove electron. That's why ionization energy, ionization enthalpy less. That means what we can say here, as the size increases, nuclear charge decreases. When the nuclear charge decreases, less amount of energy required to remove an electron from outermost shell, that is ionization enthalpy. In between these two, sodium with less ionization energy because more in size, lithium with high amount of ionization energy because smaller in size. That's why what we can write, ionization enthalpy inversely proportional to the atomic size. Inversely proportional to atomic size means as atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. As atomic size decreases, ionization energy increases. So this is the first factor, okay, which affecting ionization enthalpy. So let us see second factor, that is nuclear charge. Nuclear charge. So for example, if you take boron and carbon. So boron electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. In carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So compared to boron, carbon size is more. So carbon size is less because from left to right in a period, size what will happen? Decreases. Okay, here 2 shells are present. In the last shell, in the outermost shell, 2s2, 2p1. Here also 2 shells are present. In last shell 2s2, 2p2. So when the number of electrons increases in the same shell, nuclear charge increases, then size decreases. That's why carbon with smaller size. When carbon with small size, nuclear attractions are more in outermost electron. When the nuclear charge is more, then more amount of energy required to remove the outermost electron. That's why what we can say here, ionization energy or enthalpy directly proportional to the nuclear charge. Directly proportional to nuclear charge. Okay, as nuclear charge increases, ionization enthalpy increases. As nuclear charge decreases, ionization enthalpy decreases. Okay. Next factor, electronic configuration. Electronic configuration. See, in this electronic configuration, so we have three types of configurations. So what are the three types of configurations? Let us see. Incompletely filled electronic configuration and off-filled electronic configuration, off-filled electronic configuration and completely filled electronic configuration. So three types of configurations are there. Okay, so between these three types of configurations, how electronic configuration affecting on ionization energy, let us see with examples. So for example, if you take beryllium and boron. What is the electronic configuration of beryllium? 1s2, 2s2. 1s2, 2s2 here, outermost shell completely filled. Outermost shell completely filled. Take the boron electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. In the 2p, only one electron is present. This is incompletely filled electronic configuration, and this one is completely filled electronic configuration. So we know that completely filled electronic configuration is always more stable. Completely filled electronic configuration more stable. So then the incompletely filled configuration is less stable. Okay, so then to remove electron from completely filled configuration, more amount of energy required compared to incompletely filled electronic configuration. So completely filled configuration present in beryllium, so that's why it shows it has more ionization enthalpy than the boron. So why here beryllium has more ionization enthalpy? Because of completely filled configuration. So why here boron has less ionization enthalpy than beryllium? Because of incompletely filled electronic configuration. So let us see next example, carbon and nitrogen. So what is the electronic configuration of carbon? That is 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Nitrogen electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So when you observe here, in this 2p, 2 electrons are present. Here in 2p orbital here, 3 electrons are present. So this is called off-filled electronic configuration. Off-filled electronic configuration, and this is incompletely filled electronic configuration. Incompletely filled electronic configuration. So always incompletely filled electronic configuration is less stable than the off-filled electronic configuration. Off-filled electronic configuration is more stable. Okay, always more amount of energy required to remove electron from off-filled configuration, okay, than the incompletely filled configuration. So that's why here nitrogen shows nitrogen has more ionization enthalpy than the carbon. So why nitrogen has more ionization enthalpy? Because of off-filled configuration. Why carbon has less ionization enthalpy? Because of incompletely filled configuration. So that's why we can say completely filled configuration required more amount of ionization energy than the off-filled. Then off-filled requires more ionization enthalpy than the incompletely filled electronic configuration. So this order is very important. Okay. Next factor, penetrating power. Penetrating power. So penetrating power means closeness to the nucleus. Penetrating power of orbitals. Power of orbitals means closeness of orbitals to the nucleus. The penetrating power of orbital is nothing but closeness of orbitals to the nucleus. So we have s orbital, p orbital, d orbital and f orbital. Among these four orbitals, so which orbital is very close to the nucleus? So always s orbital is very close to nucleus because of its spherical size, spherical shape. Okay, so for example here nucleus is there due to the spherical shape of s orbital. So this electron which is present in the s orbital very close to the nucleus. When it is very close to the nucleus, nuclear attractions are more on this electron. That's why more amount of energy required to remove this electron. So we'll take p orbital. So here nucleus. So p orbital present in the dumbbell shape. So when it is present in the dumbbell shape, electron moves in this dumbbell shape. So electron dispersed in this dumbbell shape. That's why so this is somewhat far away from the nucleus. When electron far away from the nucleus, nuclear attractions are less on that electron. That's why closeness what happened for p orbital electron decreases. So when the nuclear attractions decreases, less amount of energy required to remove electron which are present in the p orbital. So if you take d orbital, so d orbital having four-fold shape. So here nucleus is there. So four-fold shape means like this we are taking. So here electron dispersed in various directions. Okay, so that's why this is very far away from the nucleus. Okay, the electron which is present in the d orbital very far away from the nucleus. That's why nuclear attractions are less. When the nuclear attractions are less, ionization enthalpy decreases. Okay, then if you take the f orbital, so f orbital having eightfold type of shape. So when it having eightfold type of shape, so dispersion of electron is very far away from the nucleus. So that's why ionization energy decreases. Among these four orbitals, so which orbital is very close to the nucleus? S orbital, because of its spherical shape. So that's why S orbital penetrating capacity is more. Penetrating power of orbital is more for S, then for P, then D orbital, then F orbital. When the penetrating power decreases, okay, what will happen? Ionization energy also, ionization enthalpy also decreases. That's why S is greater than P, then D, then F. Due to the closeness, more closeness to the nucleus, the electron which is present in the s orbital requires more amount of energy. That's why s orbital has more ionization enthalpy. So remember this very important order. Okay, here penetrating power of orbital, so directly proportional to ionization energy. As penetrating power increases, ionization energy increases. When penetrating power decreases, ionization energy decreases. Next factor, screening effect. Screening effect, or also we can call it as shielding effect or shielding effect. So already we discussed this screening effect or shielding effect in the atomic radius. Okay, so let us see. So what is screening effect? When inner electrons increases in the atom. So for example, this is the fourth shell. Here one electron is present, outermost electron. So that is 4s1 or 2. Then after filling 4s orbital, electrons enters into the 3d orbital. In 3d we can fill 10 electrons. Okay, in the 3d orbitals electrons increases means inertial electrons increases. Okay, in the inertial electrons increases. When inertial electrons increases, so these electrons, okay, the electrons which are present in the inner shell stops the nuclear attractions on the outermost electron. When these inner electron stops the nuclear attractions on outermost electron, the less amount of energy required to remove this electron. So because on this electron very less amount of nuclear charge is present, nuclear attractions are present because of screening effect of inner electrons. Okay, here inner electrons stops the nuclear attractions on the outermost electron. So because of that reason, because of the less nuclear charge, nuclear attractions on outermost electron, so we can remove this electron very easily, means less amount of energy required to remove this electron. The inner electron stopping capacity of nuclear attractions on the outermost electron is nothing but screening effect. If the screening effect is more, nuclear attractions on outermost electron less, ionization energy less. So that's why we can say ionization energy inversely proportional to the screening effect. As the screening effect increases, nuclear attractions on outermost electron decreases. That's why less amount of energy required to remove that outermost electron. Okay, remember here, screening effect increases, ionization enthalpy decreases. As screening effect decreases, ionization enthalpy increases. Okay, these are the factors which are affecting on ionization enthalpy.